Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Yuma Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Rebecca Kay, and I'm so glad that you could join me for my word for the week. I always have a word for you that's been bubbling up for me this week, and I think maybe it might have been bubbling up for you as well. Our word for this week is autobiography, and the meaning of the word autobiography is an account of a person's life written by that person. And I think my thoughts went this direction because I watched the pageantry and how sacred the filming of Queen Elizabeth II's life was. I was amazed by the thousands of people who showed up to simply pass by her coffin, the people who stood in line overnight to pay their respects. And I began to think, if the Queen had written her own autobiography, I wonder if there'd have been a paragraph about that. Sometimes we touch the lives of people in ways we can't begin to know. And so this morning, the title of our reading is Writing Our Spiritual Autobiography. And our beloved founder, Ernest Holmes, said, "There is one life. That life is my life now." And our reading is from Dr. Linda McNamara, Writing Our Own Spiritual Biography. Memory is one of the wonders of the human mind. One aspect of memory might be called our autobiographical memory. We have been collecting this information over a lifetime. And from it, we create who we are, how we are, and what we are. We are constantly updating our autobiography with true and false ideas. These ideas are playing out in our experience, and they are unchecked until we become conscious of the power of our mind to change our perception of who we are. We cannot erase the past, but we can change our story about it. We cannot change the fact that we once behaved in a certain way. But we have a choice about how we will use that memory and how we will behave today. We can tell the story about how our family of origin treated us and call this my autobiography of hurt feelings. Or we can tell the story of how we grew out of that misunderstanding and into a new reality. One in which every event of our life has brought us benefits on our journey. This story might be called my autobiography as a spiritual being awakening to the truth of who I am. This is the truth that sets us free, because our thoughts must create in the direction we send them. We have great freedom to change our story and change our life. And our beloved founder, Ernest Holmes, always said, change your thinking, change your life. Our affirmation for today is, there is one life, and that is my life now. I consciously add to my autobiography with new ideas and greater freedom. I release old stories which no longer speak the truth of who I am. I move forward with ease and delight. And so this morning, as we go into our meditation, I invite you to declare with me, there is one life, and that life is my life now. So gently close your eyes. Take that deep breath in and just let go of all that stuff that was going on before you watch this. Notice how your body feels. Just give yourself permission to truly relax, to let go, and to just be right here, right now with me, surrounded in love, truly supported, deeply connected. Now I invite you to drop down into your heart. Feel how good that feels. Now send a big smile to your heart. Say a silent thank you to your body for the ease and grace of movement, for this pain-free existence. And know that right here, right now, we can sit in the silence, in high consciousness, and prepare our minds for the best that life has to offer. As we remind ourselves, there is one life, and that life is my life now. There is one life, and that life is my life now. I consciously add to my autobiography with new ideas and greater freedom. I release old stories which no longer speak the truth of who I am. I move forward with ease and delight. There is one life. That life is my life now. I consciously add to my autobiography with new ideas and greater freedom. I release old stories which no longer speak the truth of who I am. I move forward with ease and delight. Today, as I sit in the silence, I remind myself that my thoughts must create in the direction I send them. I can change my thinking and change my life. There is one life, and that life is my life now. I consciously add to my autobiography with new ideas and greater freedom. I release old stories which no longer speak the truth of who I am. I move forward with ease and delight as I change my thinking and change my life. And so, as our journey comes to a close, I invite you back into this time and space, into this room. And I ask you to just notice how good your body feels, how expanded, how connected you have been as we have sat in this sacred practice of meditation. I thank each of you for being a light in the world. I thank you for starting your day with a daily spiritual practice. I want to remind you that this weekend is the potluck at the center. And I also want to tell you that we're going to have a part 2 of Ask Reverend Darren. He's going to be taking your questions again this Sunday because people were so excited about it last Sunday. So please join us for that. I say many blessings to each of you. I say thank you for being a light in the world. And I send you much love. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'll see you next Wednesday with some points to ponder. Have a great weekend. Stay cool. We're going to have some more hot weather. I'm Reverend Rebecca Kay. Much love.